Welcome to week 2 of this belly dancing for flexibility course with me, Lindsey Marie Silver, here at Little Egypt Studio in Scotland. In this session, we're going to enjoy relaxing, releasing and unwinding through every part of your body, easing through your mind, body and soul. But also I'm going to introduce you to another movement of belly dance floor work, an ancient movement that's been practiced for thousands of years, and it's incredibly beneficial, particularly for women. Let's dive in. Hear the music, not the rain. Oh, the rain is going off and the music will be very loud. However, let's come into center. We're going to start off with this gentle sway of the hips. The softening through body. Oh wait, something thematic I spotted over here. So just by sheer coincidence, or perhaps by sheer intuition, our gorgeous live sisterhood here in our classes via Patreon to Zoom to right now. Everybody's wearing pink or surrounded by beautiful pink flowers. Let's bring fluidity and that gentle feminine. Flower petals on the breeze. We'll bring the hands to the back of the head. Just gently push the hip out to the side, bend through your knee. Other side, bend. And just extend the hip out to the side. You do that very seductive armpit sniff if you like. I think everyone knows that that is the best photo shoot pose, the seductive armpit sniff. So we're really pushing the hips out to the side. Let's bring them back now. Out to the side, bring it all the way forward. I know, I take myself so seriously. Oh, that feels good. Doesn't that feel amazing? Wow. Let's try the other side. Bring it out to the side. Bring it back. Out to the side. Bring it forwards. Side. Bring it back. Out to the side. Bring it forwards. Here, we're going to bring the hip back and forwards, back and forwards. This time we're going to pivot to tuck the hip and then we're going to tilt. Pelvic floor muscles and release. Let's try again. Tuck. Belly button comes up and back and release. Tuck. Release. Tuck, release. Well done. Tuck, let's squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Well done. We're going to come into a slide of the hip. So we're really mobilizing through each individual vertebrae. This time what we're going to do is we're going to bring one side forwards, out to the side, and the other side to the opposing side. So you're bringing your hip one way and your rib cage the other. So we're really lengthening out through here. Let's try that again. Take it across to the other side. Take it all the way over. This time we're going to come round into the side bend. Keep it nice and open. Back through center, out to the side, other way. This time, bring it all the way around. Back to center. Deep breath in and release. In your own time, deep breath in and release. Breathing in and release. And we can forward fold here. Just release it out, just hanging out here for a moment. If you feel to, you can place your hands in front, bend through your knees. We're gonna just gently sway it out, bring a bend through one knee to bring your hip over to that side, and then on the other side. So the hips are swaying side to side in this gentle lunge movement down towards the ground. And that's really starting to warm up through the muscles of your legs. It's opening up through each of the joints of your ankle, your knees, and your hips. Bringing that into center now in your own time. You can return gradually one vertebrae at a time, unwinding all the way back up to center, back to standing. Take your time as you come up. I'm going to sway through the hips. This is such a grounding movement. So it's a figure of 8, the deep lunge. Bend through the knee, keep the knee behind the toe where possible. A nice, smooth, sensual movement. And bring that into center. Walk your feet in a little. Coming in with that shoulder roll. You can bring figure of 8 to hip if you want to. Bring the shoulders all the way up to your ears. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, sigh of relief. Let's do 2 more of those. Deep breath in. Shoulders rise up towards your ears. And in your own time, release the breath, sighing. Should we do 1 more? Deep breath in. Raising up. In your own time, breathing out. Wow. Plant your feet. Shoulders come all the way forwards, up, back, down. Slide the shoulder blades together, slide them down your back. Bring the palms of the hands upwards. Bring them in towards the outside of your hip. Come down here. Take that footing wider if it gives you more stability. Bring the knees outwards. Really push the knees outwards. Tuck the hips under. Use pelvic floor muscles here. Now remember what we said in the last session? Something in this class can feel like a strengthening exercise, and it is. But know that as the muscles work in pairings, whatever you do on one side of that muscle pairing, on the other side, you're lengthening. So on the other side, it's a stretch. So bring the knees nice and wide. Wherever you feel that strengthening on the other side, you're releasing and lengthening. Holding this just for a moment, you can bring your hands into center, push the palms together. And as you breathe out, we're going to return into center. Bring your feet together. We can bow our head, chin to chest in gratitude. What a privilege it is to even exist. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you can point your fingertips towards the ground. Bringing them in towards your pelvis. Feeling so much gratitude for this life. Take a nice deep breath in. You can bring your hands up, your head up. Bring the hands up skywards, lengthen all the way through. And here you're going to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Nice long, lean, straight spine. Nice. Well done. We're going to now bring the hands all the way down by our side. Here, the option to join me down towards your mat. You can use a rolled up blanket or cushion for support of your hips if you'd like to, but otherwise just join me down onto your mat, cross-legged or similar, high up on hip bones. Really feel your hips press down into the ground. You can rest your palms on your knees if you like. Enjoy a few deep breaths as you sink deeper down into your body, connecting in with the earth. Enjoying a moment for stillness within your day. Bring your feet out in front, bring them together, toes up towards the sky. Keep a nice straight spine. Well done. From here, lift one knee, take it wide, bring that foot in towards the inside of your thigh. We're going to raise our hands upwards, fold forwards out of your hips. Bring the rib cage up. Imagine bringing it up and over the top of your toes. We're going to gently bend. Now you want to keep a straight line throughout your spine. You don't have to be a hero here. Just take it to wherever feels good for you. You want to feel this deep stretch all the way through the back of your leg. And actually, if you're doing this one right, you might not be able to fold all the way forward. The distance that you travel is not actually important. What's important is that you're doing it with nice, strong technique and honoring your own body's journey. Deep breath here. As you breathe out, let's gently come back in, one vertebrae at a time, back upwards into center. Bring the other leg back out again. Notice any difference? One side of your body to the other. I'm laughing because the side we just stretched, my leg feels and looks literally about 2 inches longer. My leg looks longer on one side. And also, in terms of how it feels, I'm more able to I can place more of my leg actually in connection with the ground, whereas on this side, everything feels quite tense and like this. All right, shall we readdress this balance? So let's raise the knee, bring it down to the side, place that foot towards the inner thigh, sit up high on hip bones, make sure that you are high up on hip bones and that neither hip is leading, so you're not off to the side like this. It's square on as much as possible without forcing that. Toes are coming up towards the sky and in towards you. Let's raise upwards, nice straight spine. Keep the shoulder blades low, but lengthen through your spine. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring the rib cage up and as if you're coming over the top of that foot. Wow, on this side for me, I've definitely got some tension through my hamstrings I did not even realize was there. So much so that my range of motion is much less than usual. And that's the thing, our bodies change on a daily basis, actually on an hourly or momentary basis. Because we use them differently, because we feel different. Every thought that we have has a chemical imprint on the body, and that therefore shifts how much tension or relaxation there is in our muscles. So think good thoughts. consume good things, whether that be foods or conversations or environmental factors. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently unwind, come back towards that nice elongated spine, nice straight back. Relax through your leg. You can bring them both out in front now. Notice how either one feels. And here, let's bring both knees up. Whee! Bring them down to the side. And let's allow our feet to meet again. Make sure you're high on hip bones. Let your feet have a little kiss and a cuddle. Let those toes reconnect how they've longed to meet again. And with that, you can bring some gentle pressure onto the top of your knees as you bring them closer to the ground. If you're going in for that, you can pivot out of your hips with a nice straight flat back. I have the hiccups now. Coming forwards and apply that gentle pressure. Nice straight back. Don't force it. Just gently guiding. And guiding not only physically, but also with good mindfulness. A loving, caring, reassuring mindset for muscles is absolutely what they enjoy for increasing flexibility. Now, let's take a deep breath in together. Ready? Good. Now, as you breathe out, let's see if perhaps there's another little pocket of space opens up in there. See if you can move into that, perhaps deepen that flexibility some more. Now, this stretch here, we're holding this long enough so that not only do you feel more flexibility in this present moment, but we are literally resetting the resting length of your muscles so that after this class, you will be more flexible through your hips. Perhaps you're already noticing that there's less resistance within the muscles. Perhaps you can feel them ease off a little. Do you feel them softening? Do you feel them saying, oh, yes, actually, this is a safe place to be in? Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let's gently unwind. And as you come out of that position, just take a moment to notice how long it takes you to come out of that position as an indicator of how much flexibility you've just gained. Wow. Oh my goodness me. All right, let's go deeper in our opening up of the hips. We'll take one knee up, bring it out towards the side, lay it out in front, or out to the side, and then we're gonna rotate round to our hips, bring the hands about shoulder width apart, and then we're gonna lift up the hips. You can take this foot out to the side more, so you're high up, resting on that extended leg and on the bent leg in front and between your hands. If you'd like to, you can come down onto your forearms and make a little pyramid shape in alignment with your knee. And from here, you can rest here with the hips in alignment parallel with the ground. If you'd like to deepen that stretch even more, you can tuck your toes under of the leg that's behind you, and then lift that knee up. So this becomes an active stretch. And you should be able to feel that lengthening out through the hip flexor of that furthest away extended leg. The hip flexor is right at the front of the hip. And at the same time, this is also a deep opening stretch for psoas, muscle of the soul. So this movement, this stretch, is actually an antidepressant. How crazy is that? It's a natural antidepressant. It's a natural feel-good stretch. Feel good in many ways. Body, mind, and psoas. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, if your knee is raised, return it gently down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Rest here a moment before rotating that hip back down towards the ground. And you can use your hands and your forearms just to gently walk yourself back to a seated position. And we're going to take that stretch onto the other side. But first of all, maybe bring your legs out in front and just notice any difference one side to the other. On the other side, let's lift the knee up, place it down. This leg, let's send this foot further away. And then about shoulder width with your hands, let's lift upwards. Take that foot nice and wide. You might want to readjust yourself on your mat. Take that foot nice and wide. And hips are in alignment there. If you would like to, you can come gently down towards the mat, resting on your forearms. So on that bent leg that's up towards your hands, you might feel that stretch through the outer thigh and into the glute. Okay, deep breath in. Option here, if you would like it, to deepen the stretch, you can tuck your toes of the furthest away foot and lift up that knee. Now, making sure that your hips remain neutral, parallel with the ground. They might want to try and cheat a little. The body always looks for the easiest way of doing something. So just encourage your body not to avoid the stretch. And extending through that back leg, that active stretch. You could tilt your pelvis slightly more if you would like a deeper stretch. And you can even squeeze through the glute of the extended leg. Deep breath in. And in your own time, as you breathe out, we can gently return the knee, untuck the toes, rotate that leg down towards the ground. That hip rather. Walk yourself all the way backwards into center. In the center, coming into cross-legged position. Gentle stretch out for the neck. Let's place our hands on the back of the head. Bring the elbows forwards, tucking in. And gently bring that into center. We can bring one hand outwards and the other. Lengthen. I'm going to release this hand all the way down. Take it all the way across. Keep that shoulder low. And back into center. Head into center there. Bring that hand all the way down by your side. Keep the shoulder low. Back to center. Shoulder roll back. All right, this next one, let me give you the option. You can bring a rolled up blanket or cushion underneath your knees. We're going to work with a figure of 8. You can tuck your toes under or you can extend them outwards, whichever works best for you. So we're going to be working with a figure of 8, which is both horizontal and vertical. So you're going to work upwards and down. Let me do that to the other side. So this movement here, we're both strengthening and enhancing flexibility. If this feels like a lot of pressure for your knees, then you can simply work with the hand movement, or you can do it from a standing position, where you're enjoying all of the movements of the figure of 8, but without any excess pressure. It makes it lower impact. One more. Well done. Here we're going to take our knees wide and bring our toes in. Bring the hands behind you. We're just going to gently lengthen out as we raise the hips upwards. And gently lowering the hips back down into center. We can come across towards one side of the mat. Here, we're going to extend one leg. Come down onto the mat. Lengthen out. Use your hands, press your palms ever so slightly into the mat. Slide the shoulders down the mat. Shoulder blades are down low as well. Here, let me give you the option. You can stay here and work with your glutes, a squeeze of glutes, and press your foot into the mat. So you've got one knee up towards the sky on that foot. Press that foot into the mat and use that to squeeze your glutes and raise your hips up slightly and then release. This is a low level option. If you'd like a higher level option, you can raise your hips up using the glutes and pushing off with that foot. And we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to tilt the leg to rotate all the way through and back to center. You're going to release and return and release and return. So what you did, let's return the hip all the way down, each individual vertebrae through upper back, mid back, low back. You're going to return that leg back to the ground. Everybody says, ah. So what we did is we brought the hip on diagonal and then we returned it back level, parallel with the ground. Would you like to try that on the other side? So on the other side, we're going to bring our foot upwards towards our glutes slightly, bring the knee up to the sky. And then on the other side, we're extending the leg. So here your low level option is with the shoulders and the shoulder blades low, press the palms into the ground ever so slightly, and using your foot and your glutes, you're going to squeeze to raise the hip upwards. And you can either pulse that out where you squeeze and release, or you can keep that consistent. I'll let you decide whichever you go for there. And that low option, remember to breathe. If you're coming with me on this high level option, we're going to take a deep breath in. And in your own time, as you breathe out, use your glutes, push off with that foot and raise the hip upwards, raise the leg in alignment, and then we're going to release it out on one side and then contract to bring it back. We're going to release and lift. Release and lift. One more. Release and lift. And then we're going to roll it all the way down through the spine, upper back, mid back, low back. The hips return, the leg connects with the ground, and then we're going to slide the other leg out in front. Now, that might be the first time that you've done that movement. It might have felt slightly challenging because of that. We're going to work with that movement in coming classes, and you'll be amazed by how strengthening, toning, but also flexibility enhancing it is. For now, let's bring both feet up towards the sky. We're going to lift the hips upwards, just in the same manner that we did, but this time we're using both legs. And we're going to just practice that tilt of the pelvis, Bring it back into center. Other side, we're going to release out one side, return it back into center. Now, this can also be done on the ground using the glutes and the feet. Release and lift. Release, lift. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. So you're using the glute. Release the glute, squeeze through the glute. Release, squeeze. Release, contract, release, contract. If you want to, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. So this is part of the ancient sacred aspect of belly dance that's been with women for thousands of years. It's the art of belly dance floor work. Some might consider it to be the dying art of belly dance floor work, but it's incredibly beneficial for women and men, and even for children. Let's bring it up into center and we can roll down. But for women in particular, because there's so many movements within belly dance floor work that really helps strengthen the pelvic floor, bring us into alignment with our intrinsic femininity and our sensuality. Let's lower the hips all the way down. Bring one knee in towards your chest and then the other. We can grip on, give yourself a gorgeous hug. You can rock that out one side to the other if you wish. Rocking that out is oh so lovely. It's also very beneficial for your kidneys. And if you're bringing your knees up close into your chest, it's also beneficial for each of your internal organs. As you rock that out, you're giving those a gentle massage, so your digestive system is thanking you as well. Let's gently release through one side and release all the way through the other. Bring your toes up towards your head. So lengthen through the back of your legs and then release that. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. And you can bring the palms of the hands and an outwards roll away from your body. You can bring your chin in towards your chest to lengthen out through the back of the neck. And gently breathing in a deeper, more nourishing pattern. If you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket, you could do that now. Feel yourself sink down deeper and deeper. Sinking down deeper and deeper now into comfort and relaxation. You can contract through the muscles of feet and ankles, squeeze through those muscles, and then release them. Upwards through low legs and upper legs. Let's squeeze through those muscles. Squeeze through those muscles and then release them. Feel the muscles of legs dissolve down. Any tension flows away. Up through your hips now. Let's squeeze through the muscles of hips and glutes as the hips rise up higher and higher off of the ground. Squeeze through those muscles. Higher and higher, squeeze through those muscles even more, and then as you breathe out on your next breath, feel the hips and glutes dissolving down, deeper and deeper down. Tension pours away into the ground, dissolving down, sinking down, melting down. Relaxation sweeps upwards through your upper half. We can contract the long muscles of back, waist, your belly and your chest. Squeeze through each of those muscles. Squeeze through each of those muscles. And then release them. Feel the muscles of back lengthen. Waist releases. Belly eases. Chest relaxes. Through your arms now, we can contract through the muscles of arms, your shoulders, upper arms, forearms, wrists, hands, form a fist, clench, squeeze through those muscles. Squeeze through those muscles and enjoy that strengthening sensation and know that you are stronger than you ever realized. And with that knowledge, take that inner knowledge deep down within and let that be an opportunity to soften. Relaxing through shoulders, your upper arms, forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Relaxing down, all the way down, deeper, down and down. More comfort, more warmth. More softening and soothing than never before. Relaxation flows through your neck, releasing with warmth and gravity. Onto your head releases and relaxes. Peaceful, easing softness. Round onto your face, we can contract each of the muscles of face, squeeze them into the center of your face. And then release them. Forehead smooth. Brows ease. The eyes relax. Down the sides of your face. Your ears relax. Relax your nose and your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth and your throat. Relax your tongue. Relax. Relax. Relax your brain. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Relax your spirit. And as you take a deep breath in, allow your body to be replenished and restored. And as you breathe out, sinking deeper and deeper into your own peaceful calm. Your next deep breath in, breathing in more nourishment and vitality to your mind. Positivity fills your entire mind. And as you breathe out, breathing out into your own inner calm and stillness. On your next deep breath in, feel your spirit to be uplifted, joyful, radiant. And that joyous energy surrounds you like a bubble, an orb, your aura of rainbow colors. And as you breathe out, enjoy breathing out into your own inner stillness, calm and tranquility. Enjoy a few more breath cycles here. Take a deep breath in, and if your eyes were closed, you can gently begin to blink them open. And from here, you can bring your hands up above your head. Take your time. They might feel as if they had dissolved down and become one with the ground. Bring your hands up over your head. Perhaps enjoy a nice big full stretch and a yawn. You can leave one hand up over your head, the other one bring it out to the side and cross it over your chest. On the same side as that arm, you can raise your foot towards your glute and gently use that to push off and roll you onto your side. Or you can just rest for a moment on your side, enjoy that blissful feeling. Deep breath here. And take your time as you gently use your hand to push off and slide the other one down. And you can do the same with that. Coming back into seated position. Thank you for joining me in this very special session. How amazing it feels to share this with you, and gosh, doesn't it feel good to be at ease and restored within your own body, your mind, and your spirit? If you're joining us on YouTube and you didn't already, feel free to hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave us a comment to let us know how you've enjoyed this session. We'd love to hear from you.